An idea, when it starts, it's meant for a particular audience. Then afterwards, other audiences begin to embrace it, right? So you have to ask yourself, who is your target audience? And many people don't ask this next question: where is my entry point? Every idea has an entry point. Many times we don't think about it. We are just so consumed by the idea and the vision and the mission, but we haven't even thought about, where am I going to start with? You know, when you take an apple, do you eat an apple from all the angles at once? What do? You take the apple and you look at it very well, and then the part that looks so juicy and nice, you take a bite, right? That's exactly what you should do with your idea to get the entry point. Find out where your strength lies. Find out where you can build that critical mass of social impact, which you are going to use as a currency later. Find out where you can begin to build that, and then you take the bite. That's your entry point.
This is January, right? All the while you guys were eating rice, I was in a hotel planning how to execute and collect all your money. Yes, I took the wife and the kids, they were in the hotel. I was trying to show them that I'm also enjoying the festive period. But I asked the hotel manager, where exactly can I work? So let me tell you, I'm in the fashion industry, but I don't want you to see fashion. I want you to see theoretically, practically business. Now, what am I saying? The products that are going to come out in 6-7 months are already done. The products that I'm going to sell in another 2 years, already executed. So when I release products, people pay before the products come. In Nigeria, I'm sure you know, hardly do you hear pre-order. Why? Because Nigerians don't buy what they can't see. But let me tell you, because I'm redefining the game, you will pay me before you even get the product. And we have done it consecutively, without stress. All about strategy and understanding how it works. I collect money before products come. It means that I don't have to rely on loans. I don't have to rely on all those things that people rely on. At the end of the day, it helps my cash flow.
I did NEBOSH IGC because I was told that even with your fisheries, you can get a job in an oil company. You can work offshore if you just do this certification. And that was how I just kept going. I didn't realize then, at the time, that what was driving me towards doing those things was not necessarily because I wanted to butch up my CV, but because growth and knowledge was a core value of mine. I loved growing. I loved learning. I hate being in one place where my brain is not actively learning new things. So it's a core value of mine, and I can guarantee you that if growth is a core value of yours, you will find success, right? So I did all of those certifications, started applying to jobs, applied to the first one, nothing, second one, nothing. I was like, it's okay. We don't get the first ones we get. Cut the long story short, between 2013 and 2016, I had applied to jobs 502 times, and I never got a job. I managed to get 2 interviews, but the first interview, they told me that the reason why they didn't pick me was because I did not fully explain what the Lagos Lekki toll gate was used for.
Let me tell you what I do. When I go to the website of an organization, I never check whether there's a vacancy or not. Because for some organizations, there will never be a vacancy posted. But can I ask the question, do those organizations have problems? Every potential problem that an organization has is a what? Is a potential vacancy. So this is what I do. I look at what my value proposition is. What am I bringing to the table? What have I done? And what do I know now? How can I bring value to this organization? And guess what? I look for who? I look for the decision maker. And this is where LinkedIn comes in.
I would like you all to clap for yourself for coming to this particular event. Clap for yourself. Especially for those of you who paid. It means that you've taken the step to invest in yourself. That is very critical. We have situations where employees wait for the companies that they work for to develop them, to invest in them, you're actually wasting your time. Why? There is no organization that is not selfish. The company you work for, they're all selfish. Ask me why. They are developing you for their own purpose, not for your own purpose. So if they send you to a training, it's because they want you to be able to carry out a particular task, carry out a particular role, so that you can do their job well. Not necessarily because they see how you want to grow, and then they help you. Yes, there are some that have put in place maybe a succession plan, career development plan, but at the end of the day, it's also to help them achieve where they want to go to, not where you want to go to. So while the company is investing in you to help them do their job well, you should also invest in yourself to get better at those things that will help you do the job well and do something for yourself after you leave that particular job.
I'm very passionate about partnerships, and I think you should be too. You know, you talk about partnerships. Partnership is also what we talk about when we talk about networking. You know, you need to be passionate about networking, about how you can work with others, about what you can do with others to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And I'm also very passionate about entrepreneurship. Very, very passionate about entrepreneurship, whether for profit or not for profit. I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate about what people can do, because a lot of times we sit down and then we're talking about jobs. I'm sorry to say, but it's not because, you know, I don't have the document here, but one day I was looking at the fellowship program for a particular organization, an international organization. And I looked at the list of what they required of each country. I looked at what they required for Kenya. I looked at what they required for one other country like that. When it came to what they required for Nigeria, it was longer. Why do you think it was longer? Population, we are a lot. So it's not as if anybody hates you or whatever, but whenever you come and there are so many people that want to access something, then you need to increase the criteria, right? You need to increase it, that's it. So we need to learn, and that's the essence of us coming up with the Sustainable Solutions Africa project. We want more people to come up with initiatives that empower yourself and empower others, where you create opportunity for yourself and you create opportunity for others, you know, to be able to come in and then enjoy, even if it's just 2 people you can bring along. Do you know that you've done something? I'm laying this premise because it's very important. It's something I'm very passionate. I talk about this every time I have to talk to young people. And again, it's important that you make such decisions now. It's tougher to make it later. I'd like to tell Oyindamola Johnson that he's doing a great job. This is amazing. For me, I think everything that we can do to make sure that we build the skill and the mindset of the younger generation to be able to create the kind of world that they want to live in, you know, it's never enough. And we're always ready to support such initiatives and such platforms, because that's what we all need to be doing right now. We need to be preparing for the future, and the future is actually now.
Oyindamola has done amazing when it comes to doing creating the Elevate Your Game platform, which has seen many success stories come out of it. And a lot of people are saying, okay, how do I do this? I want to do this, but like, how do I get 250 people in a room? It's important to note that, like his story said, he started with a hashtag, start somewhere, start where you are, use what you have and do what you can. Start with 20 people, start with 30 people, start with funding it yourself, and then going forward and looking for funding. And if you have proof and credibility that what it is that you're doing actually has an impact, eventually you start finding people who want to invest with you.
I would like to tell Onyi that he should get a bigger space. More young people need him.
Let me tell you, it's not easy to put up a program. It's not easy to invite people, because you know what, you also want to invite people that are credible, people who will be able to, you know, give value. So a lot of kudos to him for being able to put this together. And you know, when you're doing the right thing, it's easier for people to get attracted and want to, you know, support. God bless him, and God will continue to bless him.
This is something that we've been doing for the past 4 years, since 2017, and here we are in 2020. So the central theme and idea behind this year's conference, our theme is Future Now. It's about redefining the future, but not just seeing the future as something that is distant. So there's a lot of conversations about the future of work, about preparing young people to take advantage of the opportunities of the future. And the way I see it is that we need to be able to prepare ourselves today to be able to take advantage of the opportunities of tomorrow. So why are we doing this in January? This is a time where people are putting in place strategies, they are putting their plans and their goals in place. And we just felt that we could do this better. We could connect people with themselves, we could connect people with mentors, with coaches, with resource people, and that is why we are here. It's about helping emerging leaders and young professionals gain clarity, connect them with a community and a tribe of people who believe in them, who will cheer them on, and who will serve as a support network. And it's also about redefining their thought process. We say in Elevate Your Game, it's all about imagination, possibilities, and action. So from the point of imagining things, you begin to see possibilities. But we just don't stop at seeing possibilities. So that's why we don't believe in just motivating people. It's about the right balance, the right dose of inspiration and motivation, and also helping people take action. So that's pretty much why we're here.